to weigh in on this. Here's what the crux of the issue is, Abha Singh. We know that here is a person who was on medication for bipolar disorder or for some form of mental health. We know that. We also know from multiple people that the crux of the problem began when either there was conflicting medicines, sets of doctors in Mumbai prescribing one thing and then the family through doctors in Delhi prescribing something else, or Sushant had refused to take drugs after a certain point of time. Now, you can't go back and examine him to know what his state was between the 8th and 14th of June because sadly and unfortunately for all of us, he is no more. Now, my question to you is, wasn't then the onus on Rhea Chakrabarti as the only other adult in his life, and given that she herself says his own relations with his family was not on the best of terms, wasn't the onus on her to inform the family that, look, this is what is happening? You have basically left a person who is extremely vulnerable on his own without informing anybody else who could have taken responsibility for him. That's the crux of the point.
Zaka, for the first time, the family's lawyer is accepting that Sushant had disorder issues, he had mental issues, because till now, everybody who's come on other channels had said, Sushant ko to ho hi nahi sakta mental problem. Sushant was fit, he was happy. So now at least we are accepting the doctor's reports, nobody was listening to them. And why Rhea only? She left on 8th. Meetu, his real sister, came and lived from 9th June to 13th June. So is the sister not responsible? Why is she not coming forward and telling the truth? And let me tell you, he had psychological problems. He was taking medicines. And I'm also wondering, why were the sisters not coming free on that? Why are they not truthful about it when they knew his condition? Why are they only blaming Rhea for everything? I think the sisters were continuously in touch. And now when you've shown that Priyanka was guiding him from Delhi with some doctor's prescription, that how can the sisters wash their hands off? In fact,
let me put that to Varun very quickly, Abha Singh. You can't jump to conclusions. You don't know who was administering. You don't know what was being administered to him. And clearly, like I said, here was a vulnerable man who, by his own admission, in his own words, says that he's suffering from bipolar. Must have been fed a cocktail of drugs, or must have been fed no drugs at all. In either case, there will be a violent reaction.
Zaka, his real sister was with him, and even for abetment to suicide, it does not stick because Rhea was not at the site of the on 14th. And also, when OP Singh rang up DCP Praveen Dahiya and said that you call Rhea to the police station and straighten her up, he was not ready to give it in writing. Okay. And when he and his wife came to Mumbai, they stayed in Taj Lands End. They did not stay with Sushant. Okay. So you have to see both the sides of the story. You cannot just do witch hunting. And let me tell you, Mumbai police did not register an FIR because there was no criminality.
No. Once again, I think we're jumping the gun here. Whether there was criminality or not is for a court to decide.